In life, we often make quick decisions. We believe our way is the only right way. We assume that if someone thinks differently, they must be wrong. But the truth is, every problem in life can have more than one solution. When we judge others without understanding them, or ignore their words without listening, we create the biggest obstacle to our own learning. In today's story, we'll see how a little girl, with one simple answer, teaches us to think differently. She helps us realize that another person's point of view may not be wrong at all. So listen carefully, because hidden inside the story is a priceless lesson for life. Once upon a time, there was a small and beautiful village. In that village lived a cheerful little girl named Emily. Emily was lively and full of joy. She spent her days playing with friends and going to school with her small backpack filled with books and notebooks. Emily loved school, but she had one big problem: math. Whenever she tried to solve math problems, she became confused. Even simple additions and subtractions under 10 made her count on her fingers. At her age, this was normal, but while other children were learning quickly, Emily's family began to worry a little. One day in class, her teacher, Mr. Johnson, asked everyone to draw a picture. This was the children's favorite activity. The classroom instantly filled with excitement. Emily brought out her colors and started drawing with full concentration. Math was her weakness, but drawing was her strength. In fact, she was the best artist in the class. When the drawings were finished, Mr. Johnson checked everyone's work. Some children drew friends, some drew animals, and others drew colorful, funny pictures. Understanding the limits of children's abilities, he encouraged everyone. On each notebook, he wrote kind words and signed his name. When he reached Emily's notebook, he smiled and wrote, "Very good, Emily. Your picture is really beautiful." Seeing those words filled Emily's heart with joy. She thought about how happy her mother would be when she showed her the drawing. As soon as class ended, the children rushed outside. Some went to play, others to the canteen. Emily had brought her lunch, but she didn't like eating alone, so she joined her friends at the canteen. While ordering food, her weakness appeared again. Emily struggled to calculate the cost, and one of her friends had to help her. Slowly, everyone realized that Emily was very weak in math. Later that day, math class began. Mr. Johnson was teaching simple addition. He took 3 apples from his table and said, "All right, children, imagine I give you 1 apple, then another, and then 1 more. How many apples will you have in total?" All the students answered together, but when it was Emily's turn, she started counting on her fingers. After a moment, she smiled confidently and said, "5, sir." Mr. Johnson was a patient man. He thought perhaps Emily didn't like apples, so he asked in another way, "Okay, Emily, imagine I give you 1 strawberry, then another, and then 1 more. How many strawberries will you have?" Emily counted again and happily replied, "3, sir." Mr. Johnson was pleased with the correct answer, but he returned to the apple question. "Now count the apples again. 1 apple, then another, then 1 more. How many apples in total?" As he spoke, he placed the apples into Emily's hand one by one. Without hesitation, Emily replied calmly, "4, sir." This time, Mr. Johnson's patience began to fade. "You can count strawberries correctly, but why not apples? I gave you only 3 apples. Why do you keep saying 4? Emily shrank back slightly. In a soft voice, she answered, "Because I already have 1 apple in my backpack, sir." Mr. Johnson was stunned. In that moment, he realized something important. The student he thought was wrong wasn't wrong at all. My friends, the same thing happens in our lives. Many times, we believe we are right, but another person's opinion may not be completely wrong either. Yes, 5 plus 5 equals 10, but 6 plus 4 also equals 10, and so does 3 plus 7. There are many paths, many reasons, and many perspectives in this world. So before judging someone, listen carefully to what they have to say. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and comment. Your single comment encourages me to create even better stories. Thank you for listening. We'll meet again with a new story and a new lesson.